Hello and welcome to another edition of AIRAID TV. Today we're going to be talking about the new AIRAID MXP series cold air intake system for the Dodge Challenger, Charger, and Chrysler 300C. Now with some minor variations, this kit will accommodate all three engines in these cars. That includes the 3.6 liter Pentastar, the 5.7 liter Hemi, and of course the fire-breathing 6.4 liter Hemi SRT. Of course, the key to making power with any of these engines is optimizing airflow, and well, this factory airbox is just not going to cut it. So let's see what the new AIRAID system includes. The MXP systems for all three engines start with a complete replacement MXP roto-molded intake box. Now this is a direct replacement for the factory airbox and there are no modifications needed. It has a built-in velocity stack and this weather stripping seals against the underside of the hood. We're using a hood like a lid for the airbox itself. Of course we include more forward-facing cold air inlet ducts as well as one underneath. But this allows us to oversize the filter itself, and that is where you get the increase in flow. Now the differences among the intakes for the three different engines boils down to the intake tubes. Now since we're going to be dealing with the 6.4 liter SRT, this is our intake tube here. It's manufactured out of silicone and it includes all the provisions for all the fittings and stuff that we're going to need. Now if you have the 5.7 liter Hemi, then this is your intake tube here. Now, this is a complete replacement roto-molded intake tube that goes all the way to the throttle body, and it too has all the provisions for all the fittings and everything that you're going to need. And last but certainly not least, if you have the 3.6 liter Pentastar, then the kit is going to include this adapter coupler. This adapts our MXP intake box to the factory intake tube. Now, let's go ahead and show you some of the highlights on installing one on the SRT. Well, as you can see here, the AIRAID intake looks a heck of a lot cleaner than the factory box, and you know it's going to flow better. So the last thing you're going to want to do is check your work. You want to double check all your connections, make sure everything's nice and snug and secure. Then we're going to reconnect the battery and see how this thing sounds. Whew, this SRT is one car I could get used to. It had plenty of power before, but there's even more so now with the AIRAID system. Well, thanks for checking out our new intake system for the Dodge Challenger, Charger, and Chrysler 300. You know what? There's a little bit of time left before this thing has to go back to the owner, so we'll catch you guys next time.